What's up everyone, we're going to be going through the best NBA player props on Prizepicks today. Now I did want to show you the results of yesterday's picks from my exclusive Discord group, and as you guys see, we actually got 15 picks correct, which was absolutely insane. So we're on a huge hot streak, but if you want to get 15 picks right like me, win more bets and receive the best picks from some of the best bettors in the world for less than a cup of coffee, you can access the exclusive Discord and meet some of the best sport bettors in the game by joining my Patreon, which will be linked down below in the description. Once you join, you'll have complete access to the Discord and can start winning more bets today. So make sure to join my Patreon using the link in the description. And here's one of our members who just signed up and won himself $600 just yesterday. Another member who won $330 for the 5th day in a row since joining my Discord. So guys, if you want to win big money like our members, the link will be in the description. So go join the Patreon to have access to the Discord group. And I will be continuing to upload every single day on this channel the best bets and props. So make sure to subscribe so you don't miss my daily uploads. Alright, so let's get straight into the first pick. And when it comes to these picks, I'm not saying to chuck all of them into a parlay and hope for the best. Pick and choose the ones that you like and the ones that work best for you. So first pick we're talking about is none other than Bilal Coulibaly, and this one is a great one for points and rebounds for actually 17.5, and this one actually is for less. Now we look at Coulibaly, we've actually seen him go in the under in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is fantastic to see, and they do face off against none other than the Indiana Pacers coming into this matchup. Now we look at Indiana Pacers, as we all know, they have definitely been playing pretty well, and when we look at Indiana Pacers, what we do see on the defensive side of things is that Indiana Pacers do actually rank when it comes to points allowed. They do actually rank 27th, which is interesting to see, and on top of that, moving on into rebounds allowed, we also do see that the Pacers do also rank 11th, so a little bit higher in that category, a little bit lower in the points. But the reason why we do like the under for this situation for someone like Coulibaly is that when it comes to Coulibaly, not only has he gone on the under consecutively over the last couple of games or consistently, what we also do like is that he is a guard, and Indiana Pacers actually do a very good job at restricting points and rebounds to the guard position. When we look at Coulibaly as well, like we mentioned, his average over the last 5 is 14.8, so significantly under this line. Every time we have seen Coulibaly go on the over, it hasn't really been convincing enough to us. Even when we look at the most recent game against Cleveland where he did go on the over, he only made it over by 0.5, so just made it. And because of that, when it comes to this next matchup, we definitely see him going on the under here due to the matchup that he does face off against, which is against Indiana Pacers, who do a really good job against restricting guards. When we look at Coulibaly as well, he doesn't have the highest usage rate in any of these departments, especially for this Charlotte Hornets team. We do know that there are so many other players in this Charlotte team that have such high usage rates, and we definitely see them being able to take a lot more of the usage rate out of Coulibaly, and another reason why we do like the under for this situation here. So because of that, definitely keep an eye out for this pick. So Bilal Coulibaly for 17.5 points and rebs for less, I think is a great pick. Now getting to the next one, we're going to be talking about another great player, and that is none other than Josh Giddey. So as you all know, Josh Giddey has been playing fantastic, or has been playing great as of recent, and this one is why we like this one for 5.5 assists, and this one is for more. Now look at Josh Giddey, we've actually seen him go in the over in 3 out of the last 5 games, which is great to see, and they do face off against none other than the Philadelphia 76ers. Now Philadelphia 76ers have definitely had an interesting season so far. They haven't been able to do very well, and because of that, we do like the over for this situation here. When we look at 76ers, they do actually rank 9th when it comes to assists allowed. However, when we look at actually per position and we see the 76ers defense against guards, we see they do a really poor job at restricting assists to the guard position, and we think Josh Giddey will be able to take advantage of that. Now we look at someone like Giddey, he has gone on the over in 3 out of the last 5 as well, but on top of that, his average over the last 5 is also 7. So he's significantly gone on the over the last 5, and he has been able to go on the over not just on a consistent basis, but even the times that he has missed it, he's gotten very close, only missing it by 1 to 2 assists, in those games. So we definitely see Josh Giddey have such a good usage rate in this department. He's consistently getting close to this line, which is what we like to see, and we think in this next one we should see him being able to go on the over, no doubt about it there. Josh Giddey, on top of all that, what we also do see see is that when we look at what the bookies are saying, the bookies also have him favored for the over as well. So it definitely works out in his favor, and another reason why we do like the over for someone like Josh Giddey here, especially against this Philadelphia 76ers team. So because of that, Josh Giddey, 5.5 assists, 4 more, I think is a absolute steal. Again, to the next one, we're actually going to be talking about his opponent, and that is none other than Joel Embiid. And this one is actually for 8.5 rebounds, and this one actually is for less. Now we look at Joel Embiid. We've actually seen him going the under in 3 out of the last 5 games, and they do face off against none other than the Chicago Bulls. As you all know, when we look at Chicago Bulls, we actually do see that they see rank 26 when it comes to rebounds allowed. However, a reason why we do like the under for this situation here is that when it comes to the Bulls, they actually do a very good job at restricting rebounds to the forward and center position. So we definitely see Chicago Bulls really focusing in and honing in on the star players of this 76ers team, which is none other than Joel Embiid. And that's what we have seen time and time again. When we look at Bulls defense, we definitely see him being able to focus on that rebounding category, or just star players in general. And we think that rebounding, since it is a big part of Joel Embiid's game, we definitely see Chicago Bulls doing a great job at restricting him as much as they can. Now, on top of that, when we look at Joel Embiid over the last 5, we see that his average over the last 5 is 8.6. So when it comes to that 8.6, it is, roughly around that line, but that was definitely from an outlier game where he did have 13 rebounds against New York Knicks. Then he came back down to reality, as over the last, couple of games, he did go in the under, especially except the only, recent one. But when it comes to Philadelphia and Chicago, we are expecting a little bit slower pace when it comes to this game, and it should lead to an effect on Joel Embiid's usage rate due to the fact that he may not get the same amount of opportunities on the rebounding boards to be able to grab those boards there. So for that reason, we are definitely liking the under for someone like Joel Embiid. The way he has been playing hasn't really been the greatest. His usage rate continues to stay, pretty average and pretty mid-tier, even though he is technically the star player of this team. So because of that, and especially with all the load management that he has gone through, we definitely see him going on the under in this situation here. So Joel Embiid, 8.5 rebounds for less, I think is a great pick. Again, to the next one, we're going to be talking about Nikola Jokic. So Nikola Jokic has been coming off some monster performances, and this one, however, is also for 8.5 assists, and this one is for more. Now look at Nikola Jokic. We've actually seen him going the over in 2 out of the last 5 games, which is great to see. And they do face off against none other than the Atlanta Hawks. So as we all know, Atlanta Hawks is a decent team. Now they are very mid-tier, but when it comes to the Atlanta Hawks and assists allowed, we do see that they rank 23rd when it comes to assists allowed. As we all know, Nikola Jokic has such a high usage rate in the assist department. We definitely see him being able to take advantage of this and going on the over in this situation here. Atlanta Hawks not only do rank mid-tier, but they are a pretty fast-paced team. And when it comes to Denver, yes, they are a little bit slower, but what we have seen with Atlanta Hawks time and time again is that when they do face off against slower-paced teams such as Denver, we actually do see that Atlanta Hawks speed up slower-paced teams, and we definitely see that being the case coming into this matchup. When it comes to someone like the Denver Nuggets' Nikola Jokic, he definitely not just has a high usage rate in this game or in this team, but on top of that, he's very consistent at getting close to this line, which is what we have been able to see, especially when you look at his average over the last 5 being 8.6, and the times that he has gone on the under, he's only missed it by a couple of assists here and there. So we definitely know that Nikola Jokic tries to keep his usage rate very high, or to that liking of average of 8.5, due to the fact that when it comes to Jokic, he definitely needs to continue to play and have that high usage rate, especially for this team. So because of that, I definitely would keep an eye out for someone like Nikola Jokic coming into this game, especially with the way he has been playing. We should see him continue on and be able to do great things for this Denver Nuggets team and go on the over here. So for that reason, Nikola Jokic for none other than 8.5 assists, 4 more, I think is a great pick. Again, to the next one, we're going to be talking about Bilal Coulibaly. So, as we all know, Bilal, great player, as we all know, and this one is a fantastic one for points, rebounds, and assists for 18.5, and this one is for more. Now, look at Bilal. We've actually seen him going the over in 0 out of the last 5 games, but they do face off against none other than the Memphis Grizzlies. Now, what we have seen with the Memphis Grizzlies is that the Grizzlies do rank 17th in points allowed. On top of that, they rank 6th in assists allowed, and then rebounds allowed, we do see them rank 12th. When it comes to Bilal, a big reason why we do like the over for this situation here is due to the fact that when it comes to Bilal, he is a forward slash guard, usually plays that small forward position, and we definitely have seen him do a really good job as of recent, not being able to go on the over. But now with a matchup against Memphis, who actually do a really poor job at restricting points, rebounds, and assists to that forward slash guard, or pretty much small forward position that Bilal is, we definitely have seen Memphis struggle against those positions, and especially Bilal's play style. So for that reason, we definitely like the over for this situation here for someone like Bilal Coulibaly. And on top of that, when we look at his average over the last 5, although it is only 13, we definitely see him being able to provide a lot more coming into this game. Like I always mentioned, matchups, that's what's most important. And with a matchup like this, we definitely see Bilal being able to take advantage of this and going on the over here. So thank you so much for watching, guys, and I'll see you soon. Peace.